It's the Reliant Robin.
I was going to say Pontiac Aztec.
I'd say Bugatti Veyron. Okay, first of all, hello and welcome, folks. Right, hopefully this time the video won't corrupt or cut out, and the stream won't cut out early like it did last time. I've been trying to resuscitate it all week, which is why there haven't been any uploads. Well, that and because my computer and the internet have decided that they do not like me this week. But before we get started on the recap of what was missed out last session, I'd just like to give a quick thanks to Ellipsis935 and Gun of Zardos for following along on the Twitch channel. Thanks guys, we're now up to 32 followers.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Right, so, as of last time, the party managed to track down Jay Shin. After besting his construct forces on the exterior, they entered in, and we had a bit of a revelation. It was revealed that Jay Shin is the eldest bastard child of the Dragon Emperor of Lon Fenwan. A true inheritor of the draconic sorcery that marks the would-be kings. But he was told, because of his illegitimacy, that he could never hold the power, and if he tried, they would kill him and everyone he cared about. And so he has, after all his desperation, thrown in with, potentially under influence, thrown in with the living apocalypse. And that is where you find us. It was a bit better of a revelation during the actual stream, but apparently that cut out because the internet hates me.
And hates good storytelling, because darn it, Sunny's reaction was priceless.
Yes, it was. Was it what the flying hell or what the flying fuck? I can't remember.
A combination of both. It was very much a my brain broke.
Yes,
What the flying fuck? Because I remember looking up the actual
I didn't know
Mandarin
how
for
to. I didn't have it up. I didn't have my websites of Asian profanity up. I do today though.
Yes, well, and now we begin to indulge in the madness that is the player's plan, because the plan they came up with at the end of the session nearly broke me.
Alright. I'm going to step forward. I'm gonna cast something on myself.
Oh, I love how we're actually doing this.
So do I.
If it works.
And then I shall speak.
Okay, I'm going to get ready with his sense motive check.
Jay Shin. I know life can be hard. I can help you though. In fact, I think you're making a lot of sense. You think that your only option is to go the path that you're on. Perhaps you could use another guiding hand by your side. Oh, that's not good.
Well, remember, you get 2 rolls.
Yeah, you get to roll.
Take the higher of the 2.
Ah, right.
Yes. Don't forget your own ability, just...
Yes, never forget it.
Okay, a little better.
Hang on. Don't you get the... Oh no, that's just to gather information. I was just checking about that +5 competence check about whether it'd be...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ah, hell. I clicked the wrong button. I'll be back in a second.
No problem.
Well, here's the more important thing. Are you actually being sincere?
I have not spoken a falsehood. I have not lied.
I would impose a penalty, so yes, I'm going... So, very well. Those who are willing, even outsiders who are willing to serve, may come forward. Come here.
You traitor!
So,
I'm going
Well,
to
I'm
walk
gonna
over.
Sunny is gonna do a sense motive too because she's just like, what the flying hell?
Right about here. He's
Hold
going
on,
to
let me
turn-
get the sense motive for. And yeah, I fail. I am too blown away by everything.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over. I'm going to use my Oath of Loyalty buff on him,
Yep.
and then I am going to cast Protection from Evil
Surprise, Heralds just an asshole.
on him.
Let's see if this works.
So he gets a +5, correct?
He gets a +5 from me, and then let me double check. And you know what? I'm gonna make that a mythic protection from evil too.
Okay, so what does that change?
Let me find.
See, it's a...
Let me grab it real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same, because I know.
Okay, mythic protection from evil. The bonus to AC on and saves goes to +4. Any evil creature attempting to possess or exercise mental control over the target must attempt a will save against the spell. If it fails, the creature takes 1d6 points of damage per 2 caster levels to a maximum of 5d6 from the mental feedback. A creature that uses spell will.
Okay, right, I'm gonna have to be making multiple saves then.
Yeah. If it works. Out of character, if this works.
If this works and the entropy is hurt by this, that'd be hilarious.
And if it fails, we're hurting it. We're killing you anyway.
Yep.
Let's hope this works and we get pain, because that'll be hilarious.
And second save.
Come on.
Oh no, well, Jaishin has succeeded. I'm talking about the malign influence at this point.
Oh, yay! Alright, let's hope they get a 1. Because I want them to hurt.
Okay, first of all, as you lay your protection upon him, Jaishin falls to the ground and begins retching.
He's got long hair, right? Longish, at least.
Yes, but it's bound.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
You hold his hair up out of the throat of the view.
Yeah, I'm gonna do him a solid.
And out from his back emerges a strange, glowing purple orb.
All right, guys, get up here.
Kill it!
What was
I
the
didn't say I would help him.
Right. Oh, that's well, that's my plans for Jaishin gone out the window. Capital.
So,
Sorry, Chris, he's not gonna die anymore.
No, I just find this hilarious.
so we're on initiative?
Yeah, I'm just about to pop it up.
I can't believe that worked.
It shouldn't have worked. How on earth did that work?
Jason apparently has a really good will save.
Yeah.
Well, plus 9.
Yeah, they giving him a total of a +16. Yeah, that helped a lot.
Yeah, just wow, guys.
Yeah, admittedly, that wasn't entirely due to the will save. That was more... I will explain it later, actually, just because...
this shouldn't have worked.
No!
The
But
joys
it
of being
did!
well Pathfinder, but you know what I mean.
Oh. I
I
love
am so
moments.
happy right now.
I love moments like this. I always have. Oh, at least I'm just glad I was able to.
so nervous on those diplomacy checks because they were not great.
I'm just really glad I managed to come up with a backup idea for.
Well, it
Good thing
also
you had
helps
more
that I
than
gave
we
you
were
a week's
planning
worth
last
of
week.
advance warning.
Yeah.
We did. We gave you warning. We let you know this was the plan.
Yes.
Unlikely as it was, I honestly did not think it worked, but it did. I owe you a cookie.
Also, for the honeyed tongue, I would have been casting until then. For the protection from evil, I was using local language, so everyone that could hear me understood.
Yeah.
Oh man, we are gonna have so much fun.
Yes. Well. I just need to roll the initiative for the bad guys.
Yep.
Well, the next part is spell resistance doesn't affect.
We are Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Well, that was lucky.
Ow.
Wow.
Your luck's
Oh
making up for the
crap!
bullshit.
Yep.
That's
Oh.
not good.
Well, it's got a high. Well, it's got a.
Got a good initiative marker modifier.
Yeah.
It matches Matthias's.
He also nat 20'd.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I still can't believe that worked.
It should not have, but it did. And it proves we're awesome.
Yeah.
Or
Charisma
incredibly
caster.
fucking lucky.
Charisma caster
More
for the
likely.
win.
Well, on top of that, I would say, if it weren't for the fact that we're doing milestone, well, that was worth a shit ton of XP.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. It will probably either be this session or next that you guys level up.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying, on an XP based one, that was worth a lot of XP.
Yeah, that would have been.
To be fair,
Yeah,
it was
talk about an all or nothing move.
Oh yeah.
Especially considering where you are, you're still in trouble, buddy.
I'm still in trouble. I'm in a hell of a lot less trouble.
Yeah.
Right. It goes first.
It does. Hi, bitch. How you doing?
Hang on. Yeah, it's time for it to be on its way.
It's booking it.
It's fun.
It's booking it.
It's bugging off. What do you know? It's scopping.
They bug it off.
Holy cow, look at that. Jesus.
Double move with a 50-foot move speed.
Holy crap. I think they might actually get away from us.
Well,
I'd also like to take a free action. Jason, please, for the love of all things, tell me you have control over these mechs.
Yes, on the... Actually, that's a point. I'm going to give Jason one last will save, because... Would he still have your Oath of Loyalty at the moment?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, he's able to stop retching long enough to go and give some orders, which I believe Corden and Sleon Me would understand. Guard, stand down. Initiate.
I'm gonna wave the rest of the party
diplomacy
up.
protocol.
Yep, we don't have to worry about fighting the golems this time.
I'm gonna wave the rest of the party up.
Yeah.
They weren't much of an issue in the first place.
I'll
Well,
Should we go
Still,
after the
my
orb?
last fight we have to do.
So are we out of combat?
We can. I will keep the initiatives for when you guys catch up. I will keep the initiatives for when you guys get into combat because that thing's on the move again.
Yep.
Do we go after the orb? I can catch up to it.
The rest of us can't. It's time for the
Oh.
Griffin.
Well,
Griffin can't.
I was gonna say I think Magnus could.
Magnus
Yes.
is the only party member who does.
Because I can get an 80-foot movement speed.
Well, better spread that around because the rest of us, need a bit of a speed boost.
Yeah, if we
Yeah.
were all hasted.
Actually, yeah, we were hasted. Drop the haste spell.
I'm at a 20-foot move. My armor.
I can drop the haste spell. I just don't know if are we in rounds or no.
No, we were just
not at the
talking about
moment,
that.
but I'll say this.
Okay.
If you wanted to drop the haste spell, I will say that by the time you catch up, you will have expended, say, half the rounds. And then I can just move you guys directly to the next combat.
I don't really want that thing getting away.
Yeah, neither do I.
No,
I'll
that's
drop
somebody else.
Curse my character's personality. She's torn.
We'll
One
check on
hand.
your.
We'd have to leave Xander in.
We'll take care of your boyfriend later.
So
That's not her
Guys.
boyfriend.
see on
Maddie
me,
knows. That's part of the reason why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
the first 5 people below Onyx get hasted.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let us go.
Don't worry about me. I'll catch up.
She just calls and goes, "Is he gonna be okay?
He'll be fine. Go.
Good,
I
I'll
see one-
punch him later.
I think I see one of his kidneys laying in the ground.
Good, I'll punch him
Right,
later."
I'll mark each of you with haste, and then I'll move all of you, because I'm guessing you're all going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure that Jason is like okay to be left alone, and then I'm gonna leave Limerin behind with him.
Yeah, he basically gives the sentinels, he marks you as you lot as friendly, and then puts them on guard duty.
By the way, as I'm leaving, I memorize the commands he gives them. Because voice activated.
The question is it just voice activated or is it voice recognition?
Yeah, or is it voice print?
See, the thing is, there are spells to get his voice.
Yeah.
Well, let's go kill the orb.
I still can't believe that worked.
Can't tell.
I will say, it was I did make it a high difficulty, with good reason.
I know. It's not like I'm fighting a god here.
Well, to be fair, you were more fighting the minions of a god in this case.
Yeah. But wow, that was clutch rolls, man. Clutch rolls.
So yeah, you've used up 2 rounds, and then...
Oh, come on!
Initiative didn't transfer for us. Reroll.
No, I've kept it up.
Yeah, but we
It's
don't
not
see it.
visible.
We don't see it.
Oh,
We're on a different map, so.
oh, so it doesn't work?
Yeah,
Okay,
No.
right.
like you'll still have it.
Yeah,
We don't.
okay, re-roll, guys, yeah.
Ah, well, there's a chance we may roll better.
I did, at least.
Yeah.
I did.
There's no way I'm rolling better.
Hey, there's not much of a chance of me rolling better either.
I know I'm not.
Ah!
Nope, rolled worse.
Oh, I actually rolled one better.
Yep, rolled worse on both of mine.
Ah, well, let's go kill things.
Just be a second, I've got to roll the new minions initiatives.
So where is this thing? I don't see it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it is, if you... Hang on.
Unless it turned invisible.
Look
It's
at our old
almost
pinging
directly
is.
right of
Zoom
us.
out.
It's around the corner, basically, from you.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Up here, then.
Yeah. The annoying
Holy
little
crap.
twit. That's going to die horribly.
It's got enough mechs?
No.
You must construct additional pylons.
Well, there's one of them.
That was a beautiful, beautiful StarCraft reference.
And that's the reason why I never liked playing Protoss. I hated that voice.
And it still
Well,
manages
at
to
least
go
most
first.
of the mooks go behind us.
Mhm.
Which is lucky for it.
Yeet!
Miles, you're up. And if anyone wants to, once they round the corner, they can make a knowledge planes check to try and identify what the glowing circle is.
I don't know, but I think we need to destroy it.
Well, yes, we are gonna hit it several times with magic, sharp, pointy things, blunt things, and possibly a few fists. But we still should probably know what it is.
Oh shit, I don't have the one guy's voice yet. Shoot at them then. There's tiny ones, there's big ones.
You will notice that the two bit larger ones seem to be focusing energy into the swirling sphere of pink energy surrounded by a metal disc.
They're distracted. We can take care of them later.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot one of the smaller ones then.
Okay.
It's like dealing with the Borg. Just don't interrupt their work.
I'm afraid that's actually they're flat-footed, so that's a hit. And it's anything within a. How far is the radius on the?
It's adjacent.
Ah,
There's nothing adjacent to it.
Just checking.
I don't get the 10-foot range for a while.
Yes, you do not get to shoot grenades just yet. Matthias, you're up.
Alright, so if action I use my last advance. So everyone moves up 30 feet.
Yay!
I'll need to double check. See if our boggle gets up.
How do you do the cornering with the
Press
Q.
Q.
Q? Got it.
It do work.
Actually, no. Yeah. Yep. Miles gets it. If he needs it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I need it. Once everyone else moves.
Alright, I move up here, and I'll move up again, so that's all I can really do. Actually, no, never mind, I have 6. Yep, I've got a dash, so I'll just move up again.
Okay. Hang on.
That's it for me.
Right.
Remember, we're still hasted, so you still got the 30 foot.
I know. I moved up 60
Okay.
for my last spot.
Xanarin, you're up.
All right. Move
Oh, and I should have moved him up, sorry.
there, and then
That's the point. Did I actually do the initiative for him? No, I don't think I did.
double move up. End turn.
Excuse me, I just realised I haven't done Magnus's new initiative. Oh well, we'll have him come in at the next round. Okay, so Corden, you're up.
Yep. Just checking something. Yeah, all right. Sharing out flank with my Eidolon.
Okay. Oh, and
There, that's a single move because of the bonus from haste.
Rightio.
So I get an attack there.
Right.
24 to hit.
Hits. And you
9
take,
points of damage.
and you take the first one down.
Wow. They don't have a lot of hit points.
Well, the tiny ones, no. Big ones probably are a little beefier.
Probably.
And where'd the... Oh, it blinked out, didn't it?
Yeah, it zumped into the glowy pink sphere.
I yeeted that thing right off of this plane.
Oh yeah, did the 22 get anything?
So our enemy
That's
jumped
all-
into
that's all
a
my
blowing
turn, so-
Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, sorry,
Got it.
didn't realise I'd seen that. No, Miles. Yes, sorry. The purple sphere is, and the disc appear to be a stabilized planar rift, and from what you can tell, the two constructs that are side by side to it appear to be locking it to a particular planar destination. Although it did appear to flicker as once the orb had passed through, so they have most likely changed the destination.
Alright, so still going through there's probably distance. Never mind. Alright, just gotta take care of these guys.
Sorry, hadn't noticed that.
It's a giant purple version of Orbis.
No, Orbis is a planar is an interplanar intelligence.
Anyway.
He is not a portal, which is effectively what this is.
No, not the portal thing. The little thing that went through the portal. It changed the destination just like Orbis did.
No, it is probably these that change the destination. The two constructs.
Yeah, and even then Orbis just stabilized our portal. It didn't change anything.
Which Orbis will type up. No, but I can probably change the destination of that rift if you leave the stabilization disc up. Could prove useful.
So don't take down the big ones. Got it.
No, you can take them down just so long as you allow me to get close enough to set up a stabilization, to set up a control array.
He said don't take out the disc, not don't take out the mechs.
Yeah, he said something.
Well, he was hit with a haste spell.
Yeah. Well, I'll have him act at the start of each round from now on, and then do it that way. So, Xiaomi?
I'm done. I don't have anything else to do this turn. No.
Alright. Gonna cast Vanish, Stealth, and I am really running low on spells.
I'm next to out. I feel you.
So
I
I'll
feel
be
your
45. And she's just gonna
I'm full, but to be fair, I only have 3
get her
spells.
butt over here. And that'll be it.
Okay. Zangeast?
Yeast.
Geist, sorry.
And 1 attack.
That would be a miss.
Thought it might.
And at that point, there is a disturbance on the other side of the cave. As something emerges...
Barr? Oh boy! It's the mama mech.
Just as reference, I'm just going to give you the pictures for these particular bots so you can get the full image. So here we have our stabilizers. You see that all right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes, one.
They have a perfect spot to put Orbeus.
These are our miniatures. Well, this would be the new arrival.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
At least
You're a very, very disturbed person.
at least we haven't gotten to the land kraken yet. I fear to know what jokes are going to come out with that one. Okay, it's going to, and once I'm on the right layer rather, it's going to move forward slightly and to here. Which point...
And thank goodness I'm invisible.
That wouldn't matter.
Oh
It's
shit.
death beaming, death raying us. Thank
Yeah.
God you have evasion.
Yes.
Yeah, 1 cone of force coming in, if everyone could give me reflex saves.
Oh, goody. A 3! Oh, come on!
Remember, you can add a D6 to that.
By surging, yes.
Darn it, what's the point of being a rogue if you can't dodge death beams?
Sorry,
Does your save bonus extend to people nearby you? Xanarin?
Not at the moment. I've
Okay.
used up that. I've used up every bit of that ability
Okay.
for today.
So, Xiaomi, are you going to surge?
Yeah.
Are you feeling lucky? Or are you happy with that? Is how one of my other GMs would put it.
I don't want to get hit by that beam. And I'm trying to remember, I'm not really familiar with the rules of Mythic.
It would just
Just add a
basically
If you
roll
use a
D6.
surge, you roll an additional D6 and add it to your roll.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Who knows, I might get a 6.
Here comes the 1.
Hey.
Okay, so 19.
All right.
So let's see.
I see
Xiaomi.
both me and Zangeast are caught in it, so...
Including the
And you should say things are one
There's
we're all
mine.
Okay, and
Don't you get a plus?
And
one
there's
to the
Zangeast.
dex?
so you all, so you all.
I rolled really crappy for myself.
Well, Corden. So the DC was 15. So
Made the save anyway.
yeah. So Xiaomi, with your surge, you are enough to get your evasion.
Yay!
So 11 points of damage to everyone except Xiaomi, who takes nothing.
Ow.
And that's it for its turn. Onyx.
Actually, Zangeast takes nothing also.
Oh.
I
Apparently,
was
Idolon's
going to
getting
make
paid
some
for the second month.
knowledge checks here.
Okay.
What do I need? Arcana?
Arcana, or planes for the if you want any more information on the portal.
I'm going for the creatures right now.
Okay. Okay, these are strange constructs. They are definitely constructs, and they are not ones you are familiar with. They are clearly powered by some form of magical battery, but which is not equivalent to the protein cores you've seen before.
Okay, so that's all I get. Alrighty.
They don't have any particular as far as you can tell, they don't appear to have any of the, resistances or anything like that, but you're fairly sure that the two stabilizers are also capable of energy beams similar to the tentacled ones just used, and that the tentacles of the largest construct are almost certainly magical weapons in their own right.
Gotcha. Let's see. I moved up one move action, so I'm going to go ahead and move again.
Oh, and one other thing to note is that they are all made of some form of carved stone, but given the amount of magic charging through it, the stone is clearly magically conductive.
Alright.
It might be useful in crafting items or other such things.
Oh, gotcha. And then I'll make a knowledge plane, you said, for the portal?
Yes. Okay, this is a stabilized interplanar rift. It was clearly created from outside of the plane, and then the disc, which is made of what appears to be a similar material to the construct, was used to to maintain its stability, lest it either self-seal or implode. It's about a 50-50 chance either way with planar rifts. The implosion will still seal it, it just tends to cause large amounts of damage in the process. And the constructs appear to be, and the two stabilizing constructs appear to be channeling energy into it to attune it to different planar frequencies, as it were.
Gotcha. Alright, so double move, knowledge checks, and I'm done.
Okay. This one will not be taking action this turn because it is still currently stabilizing. Now it's their turn. 5-foot step. Now for a double swing at Matthias. Attack 1, attack 2. Miss and a miss, I'm guessing?
Yep, 22 with haste.
Right you are. That will also not be acting, so now Orbus can... Yeah, he
What
can...
about the other one?
They aren't acting until they can, whilst they're stabilizing.
I understand that, but there's two of the small ones there.
Oh, my mistake, sorry. Having one of those moments, you know?
I think, yeah, you smacked Zangiest.
And second attack.
Yes.
So 11 damage.
11 points. The 11 points he avoided from the laser beam.
Yeah. Okay. Need to get that a bit differently placed. There we go. And after moving, Orbus is going to enact his stabilization matrix. Just going to do it on the GM layer so it's not making too much of a mess initially. One stabilization matrix established.
Haha.
which of course means the two big ones are now free to move about.
Get enough light until after we were done?
Couldn't risk an errant shot destabilizing the ring and potentially creating an explosion that would cave in the entire place.
Why not?
Because I estimate there is approximately 350 tons of stone above us. Whilst I would survive, I very much doubt the rest of you would.
I don't know. I've survived some pretty crazy shit already.
Don't listen to them. You're doing fine.
Okay, Miles, you're up.
5-foot step right here. I'm gonna start shooting at this guy.
Okay. Hit and hit. Holy shine a light, that's a lot of damage. $56 points in 2 shots. Woof!
Gauss rifles, man.
Haste, man.
Yeah. Matthias, you're up.
5-foot step here, and +3 to all these attacks from haste and flank.
Okay.
You just had to move, didn't you?
Hey, you're not the only one who needs flank.
Yeah.
I was about to say you stole her flanking.
I know.
They can't
Oh,
see
like,
you
Pete,
anyway.
Sadly, I have to go with the first one, so 17 to 14, 20 and 17 to hit.
Okay. Hit and miss.
Alright, is it dead?
Well, the first hit, so you did 21 damage, and then were you also doing the shots as well, or? Oh, it was never mind.
No, I was trying to hold off so I could take shots at the big guy.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I thought that second set with the 32 was the...
I'll have a leveled sword for a reason. I also just misclick.
Okay, fair enough. And...
Fucking damn it.
it is still standing.
That's it.
Okay. Magnus's turn.
Let's say he does have haste, so he has like an 80-foot move right now.
Yeah. Just gonna get his attack in now. Well, the first one anyway, if I can. And that's... there we go. Oh. Didn't realise you had done the gunshots. So are those at the big guy, or are they at the little one still?
No, I said I was going to shoot. I was trying to kill off the little guy after my first attacks did it.
Okay, in which case that one would be dead, so I'll move Magnus over to... Sorry, 7, 8... Sorry, apparently I'm a bit deaf as well as daft tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, the first one dropped really easy. What, did they all of a sudden triple in hit points or something?
No, I'll say, just me being a wee bit goofy. Okay. Xanarin, you're up.
I'm gonna start engaging the big guy.
You do realize that moves you through its threatened range for its tentacles, right?
Yes.
Just making sure.
Miss.
Okay. My dice are as good as usual.
And just making sure I don't have iterative attack set up. Hey, you're not the only one with bad rolls.
Okay, Gordon, you're up.
That damage roll was really nice, though.
That damage roll would have been nice.
If it could hit.
If only it could hit.
Corden moving up to join in.
Okay.
Banking on it doesn't have combat reflexes.
Well, unfortunately, you would be wrong.
Oh, so you do get an attack of opportunity on me.
Yes.
You missed. Badly. You dropped your tentacle.
Yeah. Oh, there's an expression you don't want to hear.
It's okay, I missed too.
So, see on me.
Okay.
Still got the other one, the little one down here you can get flanking on with Zangeast.
I know, but I was hoping to do a 5-foot step so I can get 2 attacks, but since I'm going to do more damage up here, I'm going to go here. And it's going to need to notice me because this is the last round of the Vanit.
Yeah.
Which doesn't matter because I'm going to stab it in the ass.
Or you're going to drop
whatever
your
its technically equivalent of an ass is.
Oh.
Probably the mandibles at this, or the sphere underneath.
So that'll be a 20.
Unfortunately,
and that is flat-foot.
Actually, yes, but it's being flat-footed, yes, that would hit. So 16, 17 damage.
Yep. And it doesn't bleed, so we're not worrying about that.
Nope.
But, yep.
Okay. Zangeast is up.
Let's see if we can get rid of this other little one.
Yeah.
Hit and kill. Oh no, not quite
Okay.
kill. Sorry, my mistake.
Oh, hold on. 2-weapon fighting.
Definitely kill. Now our tentacle bot's turn. Okay. First up against Xanarin.
Hit.
Okay. Corden.
Miss.
See on me.
Miss, because of haste.
And see on me one more time because it has got a 4th tentacle attack.
Well, that one missed too then.
It is not having a good day.
We'll see how much hurt it
And by
has.
saying that, the next attack is going to crit.
11 points of damage on Xanarin. Why is it with me and inflicting 11 points of damage today?
Oh.
I don't know, but I can sustain it for a little while.
Yeah, Onyx, you're up.
Oh, okay. So seeing the amount of people on the big guy, that changes my plan. So I will cast Hold the Charge, Dimensional Hop to here, and try to touch that.
Okay.
The most terrifying thing that a wizard can say, I'm going to touch it.
Okay, that'd hit.
And we'll save.
Okay.
The fact that he's got it named Bad Touch.
That does say a lot of things. Possibly nothing that bad, but it does say a lot of things.
Where did the bad wizard touch you?
He fails the save and is now helpless.
So, helpless, completely.
Completely helpless.
Ah, hell.
Wow. He really touched him in a bad spot, didn't he?
Disable construct.
Nice.
Oh.
Ah.
And it's my turn.
Actually, considering what we've been through the past few game days, actually a pretty smart spell for the wizard to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it can't do anything. Its cousin, however. This is an attack against you, Onyx.
All right.
And I know that misses. It shoots a beam of blue energy at you and shoots very wide.
Well, that would be a ranged touch then, yeah?
Actually, yeah, sorry, misreading my... It's got two different range attacks. But
So it'll just hit my touch attack, my touch AC.
My mistake. Sorry, I was thinking about the amount of touch AC, the amount of AC you normally have with that character, because...
Yeah, his normal AC is 29 when he's got his shield going. But his touch AC is only 21.
Yeah.
So
Level 5 Arcanist. AC of 29.
Well, to be fair, some of that AC has to do with his race.
Well, yes, because Sinians are broken as far as it comes to AC stacking. For any of you want to, for any of you who want to play in NeoExodus at any point, if you're playing an Arcane caster, play a Sinian. They get a natural armor bonus and get to apply their casting bonus to their casting stat bonus to their AC.
And a million GMs just shivered in terror across the world.
high AC casters.
Oh yeah, well as a level 1, you can very easily with a level 1 Sinian have a wizard with an AC of 20 before you apply mage armor.
And I got hit with some sort of light beam, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Miles, you're up. I would suggest leaving the helpless one alone for now, if only because that one can now be coup de grace by somebody.
In swift action, I pull my gun back into my hand.
Yeah, no problem. So the first one hits. So who is it against? Big guy.
Same guy as before.
And you, well, I think I know why you dropped your gun, because the first shot plows straight through the central eye, dropping the thing.
Good shit.
I twirl my gun.
So you're Chuck Connors now?
Or an Iceborne...
Sorry, I'm showing my age.
I was going to say, either that or he's an Iceborne bowgun main. Okay, Matthias, you're up.
So it's step towards, so I'll move down here and start beating on the helpless guy.
Okay, so you're going to... Oh wait, coup de grace is a full turn action, isn't it?
Yep. Actually, hey Onyx, if I beat on this thing, will it knock out of its helplessness, or
Nope.
should I just leave it? Okay, then I'm just gonna beat the shit. God fucking damn it! I have a plus 13 with this.
To be fair, with it being helpless, you're fine. So...
How the hell's my electricity
20.
damage still getting my +4? Where the hell did I get +4 come?
Okay, so we'll skip over the +4, so it should be 21 and 16, so 37.
Mm-hmm.
It's still holding together, but barely. Magnus will attack this one because it's distracted and he doesn't have to walk on the weird magic circle.
Have we been warned about walking on the weird pentagram thing?
No, he's just... I'm guessing he's probably just a bit on the cautious side in general.
I can agree with that.
Yes, because it's a strange glowy thing. It's
Even if it was
never a good idea to step on strange glowy things.
And he's from a frozen hellhole.
He really is.
No,
and
I can't do the accent the way he does it.
No, and unfortunately that misses. So, Xanarin, you're up.
Alright. You can't charge through allies, can you?
No.
The dragon style you can.
That's unfortunate. I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna try and hit it.
Miss.
I'm annoying!
About right.
Corden, you're up.
AFK for a second.
Alright. Just a normal attack since a coup de grace is actually a full round action.
Yeah, I know. I think there is a way to get around that, but I can't remember what it is.
Ooh.
I don't know if I hit, but I might have missed with that low.
With it being helpless, you're fine. And crunch! Down it goes. See on me, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, I found it. This is a fun lift on your feet.
She's
Throat
gonna
slicer.
go over here and gonna try and acrobatics to avoid the attack of opportunity. Or is it still trying to hold open the...
No, you don't need to acrobatics, it's only got ranged weapons and it doesn't have the feat to attack of opportunity with a ranged weapon.
Oh, good. Then stab, stab. And I do not hit. What the hell is up with these rolls?
Right, that doesn't account. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't hit.
Because again, 16. Oh, I can't wait until I can turn invisible at will.
Zangief is up.
Back.
That would be flanking with on me, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the outflank bonus, though, unfortunately. But
Hey, still +2.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that confirmed. It is still standing, however. Onyx, you're up.
Onyx looks over at it. He's not going to waste another little spell slot on it, so he will Mythic Magic.
Understandable. Yeah, that goes through clean.
Pew pew pew.
Okay, now it's turn.
Self-destruct initiated.
Yes, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So if everyone could make me reflex saves?
These things are annoying.
Well, if everyone within, who's... Yeah, if Xanarin...
Adjacent.
Yeah.
Adjacent.
Oh, come on! Ah,
The Eidolon made it. Come on, Miki.
She got distracted by the glowy thing.
no, I think right now the dice just don't like me.
We're about to find out, because... Oh no, at least the, at least the Viking didn't make it either.
Okay, I'm not going through this hell alone. But again,
Viking has more
I'm
hit points,
plus
though.
fucking 10 and I roll a 1.
Well, then why-
Yeah, Sergeant couldn't help you there since a 1 and that 1 is an auto fail.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So 23 or 11 for those who made it.
Or none.
Yeah, or none in the case of our Eidolon friend.
Zengeist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 23.
I knew they
now.
gained evasion, but I had to look it up to see when.
Guys, I just checked. That's the first damage I've actually taken any of these combats. I've not been hit.
Same here.
Can't say that anymore.
Right. Unfortunately, Orbis cannot heal anyone immediately because... Oh, he's holding...
He's busy.
However, I can communicate, and
I
whilst
do still have 2 spell slots left, though, so I can heal myself.
whilst I would originally suggest of closing this rift, I do have a potential other idea.
What's your other idea?
There have been
Wait,
several
is it-
points throughout the multiverse pointed out to me by the Sentinel, which hold arcane artifacts which could be of use in the battle. It was believed that there would be naturally forming rifts that we could use to travel to these realms. However, as we already have a stabilized one that could potentially be made mobile in future with the correct modifications to the ring, I believe we might best use this one first.
We could have a portable teleport. We could have a portable way for us to go to several different realms.
This is correct.
I am all for this idea.
What needs to be done?
There are a few different modifications. I can guide some of you through this later. However, I do believe that we're about to get some information from our resident machinist and arcanist when it comes to the constructs. I'm guessing that's what Nashi's looking for in regards to that.
Oh, did the thing self-destruct? I only just realized what happened.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
So Mi's just gonna waste all her remaining spells. I got 2 left. To burning hands myself.
Danger grid lines.
Okay.
All right.
Why
I'm
did
up
the initiative
4.
pop up again?
Well, I was going to say, if nothing else, when you go back to Jaishin, he does have several potions that he's going to be sharing out with you guys.
All right. Upon getting back to him, Zonmi is just gonna go, by the way, and just give him a huge smack across the side of his head and just go, why the hell didn't you tell me that sooner?
Okay, we'll get to that in a second after I've given you the feedback on the constructs.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, so the constructs, they are cousins to true golems, and they are direct magical channels. You do not recognize the material, is not from a plane you recognize. However, you would guess that these constructs are probably each over 10,000 years old.
Yikes.
And you'd also, Miles, you would also notice that some of the arcane glyphs that have been worked into their core spheres seem oddly similar to some of the stuff that's on the protean cores. It's not exactly the same, but somewhat similar.
So this could be what led to the research and development of protein cores.
It could be. It's more likely to have been an influence once discovered. Obviously, the basis for the protein core is very clearly a Mobius core. But it could be what caused the inspiration for the innovation, yes.
Now, I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You did say that the tentacles were weapons in themselves.
Yes.
Are they still weapons?
If you can find someone strong enough to lift them, yes. They are effectively flexible stone that carries the flexible stone whips that carry a +2 and the impact enchantment.
Nice.
However, due to their size, you would require someone with at least the strength of 22 to lift them and use them.
I don't need to use them just yet, but these whips could be useful.
They also, the other aspect is you think that if you were to not necessarily use them in that way, but they also clearly had an ability to channel and project mana, so they could also be used as a ranged weapon basis potentially.
You know, those might be good to put up mounts on the Beyblade if they ever decide to build that fight.
You see the Beyblade?
Yes. Remember when we were talking about like cancel offensive?
That.
Oh
No,
dear.
sorry, I'm just thinking about the actual anime.
And I'm thinking about the fact that I'm thinking about Devil May Cry 5, where when I was fighting, what was it? One of the bosses produced these free-wheeling flying buzzsaws. They were not fun to deal with.
All I remember is the enemy that spun around like that. It wasn't a boss.
There's the Chaos, that's an enemy, but it was, you remember if you played Devil May Cry 5, the giant walker that turns out to be a Clypoth root?
No, that, yeah.
Remember how that thing occasionally spawned like giant spinning tops?
Fair enough.
By the way, I pull out what looks to be like a toy soldier, and I toss it to the ground, and it becomes like a bigger mechanical helper, and starts dragging these tentacles out.
Okay, that's not a problem. So yes, they are clearly from an extra. You also do get. You could also probably get a general. With the right technology, you also think you could probably get the planar frequency from where these were based. Since some of the others are based on, perceiving and modulating planar frequencies, which could be quite useful. Now, back to Xiaomi's confrontation with Jay Shin. If I'd told you who I was, they'd have either killed me or tortured you. They need you to be able to produce an heir. They don't need you for much else. And they made they compelled my silence with your life.
You really think I wouldn't have been able to figure out a way to hurt them without them knowing I actually did anything?
Considering the one who threatened me was the head of the assassins employed by the Emperor, I doubt it.
Ah, that prick?
Yes, he made it very clear. Not to mention he told me that after he got through with you, he'd force feed me Blood Lotus. And I would not let him, if he was willing to do that to me, I don't want to think about what he was willing to do to you. After all, the assassins are quite adept at psychological torture.
Yep.
Well, he's not. Well, if it'll make you feel any better, he's on the list of 27 people who aren't going to be alive for much longer.
Xanarin is going to edge. Can I interject real quick?
Of course.
First of all, I'm sorry about deceiving,
knocking some sense into me is nothing to apologize for. Can't believe I actually fell for those bloody illusions.
Second of all, what I said still stands. I will help you.
It will be appreciated.
When the time comes.
I'm just glad none of you actually managed to strike the thing that exited me. I don't know what would have happened.
Neither do we.
Yes, well, I'm a bit more informed. That was the basis for my mythic power, what they call an entropy seed. The collected entropic energy of one of the worlds devoured in. Sorry, I'm having Garanastra's conquests. Had you actually killed me whilst it was still within my body, it would have resurrected me, slowly modifying my body over time to better accommodate the power.
Well, glad I was able to prevent that.
Yeah, that could have been messy.
From what I understand, it's not a pleasant resurrection method. But being able to wield the power of an entire planet and all its citizens coalesced into a single body isn't easy, from my understanding.
Not that impressive considering the fact that despite all, ineffectively, still managed to force you.
The bonding of the entropy seed has to be willing. Once you no longer accept it, your body rejects it rather quickly. It's only through force of will that you can actually keep the bloody thing contained.
Well, more than happy that I could help you out with that.
I'm glad.
Yes, and somebody's gonna smack one side of the head again and just go, "That's for being tricked."
Yes. After all the years of politics, you'd think I'd know better, but they do very convincing illusions of gods. Probably the Order of the Black Mask.
Well, is there anything else you know? Like, were they planning on doing this to anybody else?
They hadn't planned this exact thing, but they were doing reconnaissance on each of you, trying to find viable weapons against you. I know that much.
Huh.
And somebody just kind of turns around and goes, "See, told you."
Not all of them are going to be close friends. Some of them are established enemies, that sort of thing. I know that they'd apparently found some enemy of the dwarfs in there somewhere. Hasn't quite located her yet, but definitely had that.
Yeah, judging by the one lead man I got, it's hard.
If anybody wants to know my weakness, decapitation is usually where it's at.
I think decapitation's a weakness for everybody.
Yes. And if it isn't, then you've got more things to worry about.
Yeah.
For instance, depends on which version of Trolls, because I will admit, I do quite like the versions where if you don't have a flaming weapon and you decapitate it to troll, you just end up with 2 trolls.
Well, I'm glad you're all right, because I will admit, I probably would not have been able to fully recover if I was forced to repeatedly kill you.
Yes, and it probably would have happened at least 2, 3, maybe even 4 times, depending on how long it took me to actually fully accommodate the power.
I'm going to stab this person a lot. Preferably in a place that causes a lot of pain and a lot of bleeding. But slow death.
You really should stop.
Just make sure that I'm not in the room, okay?
I know I'm probably going to have to deal with some form of recompense for this, but before we go any further, and he pulls out a bottle, this should help you all recover. Silver Moon Spring Sake.
Oh! Somebody just smiles and grabs him and just goes, "Oh, I did not think I'd be able to get any this year."
I made sure to swing by the spring. Figured if I was going to get something, then some booze that gave complete recovery was always going to be useful.
Yep. And I will admit they have okay sake here, but it still tastes funny. It doesn't taste right.
They make sake here? Yeah, can't be all bad.
Yeah,
beers are different too.
Not amazing, but again, as I said, it doesn't taste. It's definitely sake, but it just doesn't have the right taste. I can't really put my finger on it.
It's from another world. You really think it's going to be all that similar?
Alcohol is alcohol. You wouldn't think it tastes much different.
Oh, trust me, you would if you've seen some
Yeah,
stuff
but
I
the
tried.
soil the rice grows in and such.
What's brewed in, how.
Yeah.
Not
Those are
many.
some different factors.
And of
How
course,
much alchemist fires in it?
Mm-hmm.
It depends on.
How much alchemist fires in it?
oh,
So
great.
that's why the whiskey's been burning my throat.
All right. Miles is never. You're never going to let anyone do body shots for Miles.
Mm-hmm.
Jason just looks at you strangely at that one.
Don't ask. I will say though, there is a lot of resources here that I do intend to bring home.
So you're still intending on trying to rearrange society when you get back?
Yes, and I would have told you and Sonjun together if you hadn't gone and called the guards on me. But hopefully I'll be able to talk the legendary Phoenix into helping me fake my death. And pretty much bitch slapping the entire way of life things are now, and publicly have Sonjun's lady friend become the next Phoenix.
We are going to have
While we go around and, well, mostly me, I'm not going to ask you to get involved in this, go around and kill those that will be the biggest threats.
After two things. One, after what you've just done, there's no way I'm letting you go around on your own. And two, really? After all the trouble you got into when we were younger, you think you don't need a bodyguard?
Hey, I was able to... Hey, you remember that incident when you got poisoned?
Yes, and I remember the 4 different attempts before that to try and poison you that you never found out about. I collected a lot of heads before we started to get on.
Even more than the time they actually How many people have you actually killed?
Whilst working for you or in general? Different numbers.
Alright, let me put it this way. Let's go with the different numbers. While you were technically 100% working for the Imperials, and then when you and I started working together.
Including actual battles, probably 300 whilst I was in the employ of the Imperium in general, and 100 whilst I've been acting as your bodyguard.
Yeah, because I remember trying to get answers from Sonjun about the incident when someone tried to poison Ming Lin, but no one ever told me anything. They kept saying it was better that I didn't know, and that apparently you terrified them.
I may have gotten my hands on some blood lotus and made use of it.
Oh.
Alright, what the hell is blood lotus?
It's a form of poison that causes the blood to crystallize and force its way out of the body.
It is not a lot. It is a very slow and painful way to die.
Particularly when administered rectally, as I did to the bastards in question.
Oh. And people think we're disturbed?
I was a bodyguard to the rebellious would-be princess. You have to make a statement. And it was either that or the parasitic bamboo.
I stand by what I said. Even with
Again, you make it sound like I wanted this.
You people are sick.
I had worse options. I'd recently busted a smuggler who had...
That makes it even more disturbing.
You're only digging your hole deeper.
I was going to say, he's going to look over at Xiaomi. Do you know if they have illicit here?
Wait, what? Sorry.
Illicit.
No, sorry. My roommate's playing music really loud. I'm trying to alter sound. I couldn't really hear you.
He was asking if you know if they have illicit on the NeoExodus.
Oh, mind flayers? Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah.
I haven't really had a chance to really go to the library yet.
We found a gang that had kept one and used it as an used it as basically a threat. I considered letting that loose in there instead. I know I could kill the thing. It had a collar rigged with. It had a collar rigged to detonate its head.
Oh, we do that with some of the prosthetics here.
Well, now that we're recovered, I suggest. Well, I suppose we can wait
So
here.
what all do we recover?
With the sake he's given out is basically a full recover. It's basically a potion that will boost you back to full health.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What about
abilities?
mechs?
Yeah.
Did we get anything from those mechs?
Yeah.
Spent abilities, anything like that,
Max-
powers.
Sorry. In regards to the mechs, if you're looking to harvest anything apart from the piece you've already harvested, yes, you can probably get hold of a few things. You've got several chunks of magically imbued stone, a couple of magical crystalline cores, and one mana projector.
Is that what they're using to shoot us with?
Yeah, that was the energy beam.
No.
Oh yeah, are these ones voice commanded to the one guy?
These ones, no, I had no command over these.
Oh darn, because I was gonna fix one of these and try and just walk it out of here.
No, probably best not to do that. They only listen to Garanastra.
Need to find the control area of these things.
Chris, do we regain just hit points, or do we regain like our mythic abilities and all that?
I was going to say, you're basically going to get to rest for the... Orbis is going to suggest you rest here for the night before trying to venture into the next area.
At least
I would agree with that.
At least it's Saki then.
Yep.
Actually,
will ask one.
Actually, he can give you these... Actually, it can restore your abilities and you can go straight ahead. I will stay here with my constructs to keep an eye on things.
Alright, but before we go, I will ask one more thing. So, how is like Sunja and everyone doing?
I haven't spoken to him since I began the hunt, and I wouldn't have spoken to him anyway. I know you say he's gotten better, but every time I'm in the room with him, it's the best I can do not to cut his head off.
Yeah, that's actually been an act he's been playing for a while to hopefully not have people know what we've been doing.
Yes, well, you didn't have to deal with him before that for 3 years straight, where he decided to try and play wind-up merchant with the new severe bodyguard.
Oh, you had to deal with him when he was a little pissant?
I had to try and teach him to use the sword.
You have my condolences. All of my condolences.
Hence, and then when he got bored, I was instructed to let him win. You can imagine how... So, forgive... He held that particular bit over me for 6 months.
Yeah. Ugh. It does explain why he kept complaining. Alright. It does explain why he kept getting frustrated every time I beat him in chess.
Yes, he does not deal well with losing.
Well, if it'll make you feel better, his lady friend, whose name I still will not say just in case he get captured and tortured, she kicked his ass in everything.
Oh, that is glorious. Perhaps she will be a good influence.
Yes, she pretty much beat the tar out of him when he was complaining about things, and then just went, and if you complain again, I'll beat you with the bamboo staff later.
I already like this woman more than I did before. Just don't expect me to be nice to him whilst he's in the room. As I say, he's insulted my honour as a sword master far too many times for it to be easily forgiven. No,
I can totally justify that. Well, we'll be back. We're gonna go stab and kill things. We're gonna go stab and kill things.
Yes, well, and before he gets done, and he'll look over at Miles. Whilst I understand you probably do not trust me, I can completely understand that. I'm more than happy to have my guard units enter maintenance mode for you to get a look at them in their still working order, if that will act as a balm.
I'm back.
I'm staring at him with one hand inside like one of the robots. I'm just like,
Now then, I have to get back.
Hey, Chris.
Now I have to get back.
Go ahead and finish. I can wait.
Yeah, now I have to get back into practicing without the mythic bolster to my strength. Oh, this is going to take some getting used to. And you can see him just moving through kata as he walks.
As for what I was saying, Chris, check the stream because it looks like because I'm looking at it right now. We're not even at the point where we'll kill all the mechs. It looks like it's pretty late, like it was last week. I don't know if it may hit anything like that.
Rightio, folks. Looks like I'll have to try and restart, doesn't it?
Sadly.
Should I try using the replay buffer, or will that make things worse?
I have no clue.
Me neither. Okay, yeah, so it's been regularly losing data, so that's... Yeah, so that could explain it, but... Okay. Okay, hopefully once it ends and we restart, hopefully I can get things going again. Thankfully, I've got it so it's set up so it still records even after I stop streaming. So we can at least chat and hope while this thing works. So is there any questions people have for whilst or anything people want to bring up?
Nothing to really do with the game.
I'm just exceptionally happy that that actually worked.
Yes, it took me a week. It took me most of the week in between running around like a madman trying to fix the videos from last week and get the Devil May Cry videos to upload, which still haven't worked because they get most of the way there and then it flakes and basically freezes on the buffer. Not the buffer, the render. Oh, I swear I'm going to end up busting a blood vessel if this keeps up.
Joys of being a content creator.
Yeah,
Have you tried OBS?
What, sorry?
Have you tried OBS?
I'm using Streamlabs OBS. Why?
Oh, that's generally what I use for recording whenever I do record video games, so...
Yeah, that's what I have been doing. It wasn't that, it's uploading it to YouTube and my internet and YouTube not wanting to work together that's the problem. Yes. Completely different problems to, yes, the recordings go fine, it's trying to upload it to YouTube that makes it go all squiffy. Hello and welcome, folks. Hopefully this time it's going to work properly. Oh. Either that or it's going to finally break me, one of the two. So before we continue, just for if you missed it, another thanks to Guns of Zardoz and Ellipsis935 for bringing us up over the 30 mark. But back to the game. For if there's been any issues with the stream, they managed to best all the mechs, and now they are about to venture into the madness that is the next dimensional realm. Which, when talked to Orbis about, introduced as Gurandaros. That is the name. Well, that is the name of the planet in particular which you will be visiting, and the exact planar coordinates would take far too long to reel off. After all, the joys of trying to explain fifth dimensional longitude and latitude is interesting.
What can you tell us about the place?
Prominent location is primarily jungle, at least in the area where you will be arriving. Large amounts of reptilian wildlife, larger than most found on this realm.
So, big lizards, dragons, what are we talking about here?
Chiefly
It's
reptilian in the
wild.
form of lizards and the like. I can attempt to conjure up an image of one of the more prominent threats on the plane, if you wish.
Just where all the politicians are from.
Wrong type of reptile.
Are we gonna have to walk uphill both ways?
No,
And
but
6 feet of snow in our bare feet.
well, there won't be any snow. Average temperature in the winter is around 90 degrees Fahrenheit with 75% humidity.
How much Fahrenheit?
90 Fahrenheit.
90.
And what's the humidity? Did you say?
75% in winter.
Oh, dude, that's spring. What are you talking about?
That is the
Okay, that's spring for me.
yes. Well, that is
Yeah.
winter. That is winter for this area. That is its
Winter in
cold and dry season.
Okay.
This is one of
This
the
is
more,
probably gonna be lovely.
this is one of the more prominent apex predators.
Flamboyant T-Rex.
Or a flamboyant velociraptor. It depends on how large it is.
The image shown is about as tall as a person. However, Orbis does say that is about 1/10 scale.
So, T-Rex.
Yes.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
And you also notice they also have some rather peculiar capabilities, at which point it opens its mouth and a beam of light shoots forth.
Oh, cool.
See, on me, as far as you can tell, it's a mini kaiju.
Yeah. She's just looking at this going, okay, so...
Son of Gojira?
Any idea of what we're going after, so we know what to look for, what the item is?
Yes, just give me a second and I will pop up the image. I haven't actually added it because I am a numpty, but that is what it will.
Yes, it's this 3-story tall sword.
No, I am not quite...
Not sure how we're carrying it back, but...
We're just gonna walk over the course of Jet Jaguar. Have to bring that back.
Okay. And for some reason that's bugging on me. Just give me a second. Yeah, okay. Yeah, great. Just give me a second. Roll20 decided it didn't like me trying to edit a character while streaming. So I'm just having to reset.
Sigh.
Yes. I will just be a second, folks. Whilst I try and get Roll20 to reset, so I'm just going to put up my quick screen for you guys. For whilst I try and get this blasted thing to work.
I need the weather tomorrow to not be so bad.
You kidding? We actually have a chance to get rain down here tomorrow. We want it.
I'm supposed to be getting rain in low clouds. I don't want them rain in low clouds. I want clear skies.
You assume that Mother Nature cares.
Yeah.
I live in Western Michigan. I know that Mother Nature doesn't care.
Heat index feels like 103 with 77% humidity. Yay.
Ugh.
Not even a dry heat.
Nope. And I used to live in Vegas, dude.
Oh, closest I've gotten to anything like that is, well, when I went to the Eden Project down in Cornwall. They have a simulated rainforest. Never again.
Yeah. Vegas is real interesting when it rains because on certain times when it rains, unless you're above a certain height, you don't know it's raining.
Okay, that's got to be a new one.
Well, it's that dry. There are recorded cases in Vegas of days where it rained and the rain never hit the ground.
Wow.
And then there's other days where it's like a monsoon every
Yeah.
day at 5 o'clock on the nose.
Yep.
Okay, well, this is the item that you're looking for. It's both a magical staff and a heavy mace.
Looks fun.
Huh.
Looks sort of like
Looks like a more primitive version of Mjolnir.
Mew.
Mew Mew, yeah. Hey, it's Mew Mew.
Dare I ask?
My dog is
From
shoving
the
her
Thor
head on the
movies?
pillows. I want you to know this.
Was it the second Thor movie, The Dark World?
Yeah.
The one assistant girl
Oh.
refers to Mjolnir as Mew Mew.
Oh, of course, Darcy. I should have realised it was something to do with her. Oh.
I actually liked her better than Natalie Portman.
She's alright, she just gets on my nerves sometimes.
At least you have personality.
Yeah, fair point, but you know what I mean. It's just because a character has personality doesn't necessarily mean that's a good thing.
AKA me in a nutshell.
I'm gonna say,
Moving
prime
right
example I can think of is any character played by the comedian Rebel Wilson. Because she does not act, she is just herself in a movie, under a different name. This is in no way a good thing, or at least not to me.
Same with like all Jonah Hill, all that sort of group, Hollywood actors.
Think Australian female Jonah Hill that acts like a British chav.
Yay.
Only, I think, well, I'm not sure if that's completely accurate because I don't know if a lot of Jonah Hill's jokes about how he's supposed to be irresistible or not, and a lot of Rebel Wilson's are about how she must be perceived as attractive. Which
I'm not sure which is worse.
All right, so is the portal going to be portable or?
that will require some modifications. I was going to say, if people want to make those modifications first, then you can do. It will require some combination of engineering, arcane, and some craft checks.
Somi will kind of look at it and just go, and so is this going to come with us, or how the hell are we going to get back?
Once I open it, it will create an exit point, which should remain stable.
Okay.
I will have
basically, the plan is we go through, we come back here, and then we make it portable and we leave.
Or am I missing that? Time to make it portable. Because
Well, I say I'll try and make it portal before we go, considering the fact that we won't need to be racing back to wherever the portal originated.
That's a good point.
Well, I will say that yes, if you proceed with enough caution, you should be able to do it so that I will not have to remain here stabilizing, which would mean I would be able to open the portals from other areas. So yes, if Miles, Onyx, and anyone else with arcane skills would like to join in and help on this, then that would be most appreciated as we can get to work.
Okay, what skills were needed?
Okay, knowledge planes, knowledge arcana, and knowledge engineering, and then any craft skills you might have. And then depending on what craft skills you have, particularly if you've got blacksmithing or anything like that.
Okay,
Can I use Crafter's Fortune?
Arcana?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Let's see. Here's Arcana. What else did you say? For knowledges? Engineering?
Engineering, planes.
Engineering and planes.
Yeah.
And planes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll cast Crafter's Fortune as well.
Okay. Okay, between those results...
That's a plus 10 to craft checks, right?
Yeah, so...
I think it's plus 5. But
well,
Plus
either
5?
way,
Okay.
with
Yes.
the results you've got, yes, between that and the rest, you've got enough to... Yes, you've created a stabilized, mobile, arcane portal.
Figure with alchemy we can add jets to it.
No, you can't do that, but you can make it so it's easier to move about.
Maddie is just pinching the bridge of his nose, wondering why it had to be these people who were trusted to let the world's safety.
There is I believe there is a common expression that is used throughout various forms of the multiverse. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
You can when those are their option.
Would you rather a regular goblin?
I'd rather anything but a goblin. Doesn't mean it has to be a boggle or a goblin.
Okay, so you step through, and then we will see what we see upon the jungle realm.
And those tentacles, the first thing I thought of was to try and make a Doc Ock backpack.
That's not worrying at all. So yes, you walk out, and as you emerge from the portal, yes, it is very much like stepping out into soup. You don't actually feel the heat thanks to the Endure Elements abilities that you were granted through the clasps and cloaks, but...
It's like swimming in pea soup.
yeah.
Nah.
And there are many, many strange smells.
It's not that.
The most prominent the most prominent and familiar of which is the smell of rotting vegetation.
Yep. Smells like a jungle.
I prefer forest.
Yeah, but complaining about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Come on.
This?
So do we have any idea which direction we're supposed to go?
Trying to figure that out. I was trying to take a look around.
Orbis will point out that most likely direction would be this way.
Which way?
Right, was just pinging.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
following
Somi
along
will
the
go
heaviest footpath.
into. She'll go into stealth mode and just keep point and going for perception stuff, remembering the baby kaiju that are running around.
I'm sure that's a lovely and welcoming thought, isn't it?
Yeah, that's 30 stealth. And 25 for perception.
Okay. I'm just going to copy you guys over to the next bit of the map.
Yep, and she'll probably be about 15 feet ahead of everybody.
And Limerin's going to be orbiting. Just keeping an eye out.
Okay,
That perception. Nowhere near as good, but it may still help.
And probably having to deal with the thick trees.
Mm-hmm.
And causing aggravation.
Right, you come out, you emerge into a large clearing, and you hear a pair of bellowing roars, along with shrieking further in the distance.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
There we are. Okay.
The first thing you notice, standing high
where
up,
are we? I don't see where we are.
bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah.
I was about to say the pile of dead cat people. But then again, I had my map zoomed out, really well zoomed out, so.
Yeah, and oh yay,
For fuck's sake, already.
To be fair,
Which
it
one
doesn't
do you
appear to
shoot?
actually have noticed you. It appears to be focused on something else a bit closer to it. A strange, brightly coloured creature, which Orbis notes as one of the few he has notes on, referred to as a triparatops.
It's triparatops.
I do love how we're having these creatures at the tail end of Pride Month.
Completely unintentional. I just went looking for feathered dinosaurs, and these were the ones that stuck out.
They do definitely stick out.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's like they're trying to fuck over. It's like they're trying to fuck over natural selection.
So, do we just want to keep going like straight east, or do we need to press north?
Orbis, you seem to have a direction of sense of where this thing is at. Why don't you let us know which way we should be heading here?
It is. I believe we would be best going in the opposite direction to the large predator, both for general avoiding conflict and because I believe that is the direction in which the object has actually travelled.
So
do we notice the cat people?
Once you get closer, you will notice them. Yes.
So straight east, like this way.
You'd be basically you would be heading towards the cat people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. And do I need to make another perception check and stealth check?
Yes, please, for both.
Alrighty.
And
which makes me sad because that stealth check was friggin' amazing. Second stealth check. That's even better.
Yeah.
Second perception check. One better.
I'm gonna hide behind Marius.
Yeah.
So,
but again, just keeping about 15 feet ahead of everybody.
Yeah, and obviously the monster in question is currently the overgrown feathery T-Rex is currently too busy fighting the triparatops.
Also, Anna, I'm hearing a bit of that going.
What's that?
Testing?
That's better.
Okay, that was weird.
Alright.
I was wondering what was popping up in Discord, but Yes,
So we're
and Nashi, no, I am not playing that because I do not want to get taken down for copyright.
I can get my roommate with a Zakarena and do the theme.
Contact ID wouldn't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm still not risking it. Spielberg is not exactly what we would call content parody friendly content.
No, but it's on. But it would be his own version of it. It's because he doesn't know it all the way, so it would be different.
Yeah, still, Contact ID doesn't care.
Yeah.
No, if 7 notes are different and it is for parody or fair, it does fall into parody and fair use law.
Again,
Yeah, and since when did YouTube
say
care about
If
fair
it
use?
is your own cover.
Yeah,
even if it does say that, they don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you been on YouTube recently? Yeah, copyright goes out the window. I mean,
Okay, so we're going toward the peoples.
Yeah, I'll put it this way: you don't even actually have to be the content owner to make the claim. An example I know of is somebody who made a video, mentioned the brand of the computer they had, and a company that makes one of the components for that copyright claimed him.
Well, I've seen things where the content creators themselves make their own stuff, getting content ID'd.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay, so what kind of beast folk is it?
They appear to be humanoid leopards.
I trained my gun
But they
on
look akin to stuff that Sunmi would be familiar with from home, correct?
They're similar to catfolk, but not quite. They're bulkier in frame. So that's
I trained my gun on it.
the vast majority of them, but the one who still appears to be breathing, although in a rougher shape, is clearly in more fancy gear.
Okay. Somebody's gonna sneak up and just go, "Psst. Do you understand me?"
Oh, that's one thing. When you pass through, Orbis would have cast a comprehend languages on you guys that would last for as long as you're in the...
Okay, then
Sorry,
she wanted to say that she would have just gone.
That won't make them understand us.
No,
Right, that lets us understand him.
Sorry, it's basically gives a... Basically grants the
Tongues.
language for the plane, rather. Yeah.
I could probably speak to him.
Yeah. Well, yes, but that's a whole... Yes, but that's because you're a Pyramidian.
Yep.
Yeah. But she is just going to kind of sneak up and go, "Can you understand me?"
Yes, and what bastard cousin of the Charokar are you?
The pretty one. But just hold on for just a second. I can't do much, but hopefully I can give you enough where I can get you to some.
You know, Miki, we've got actually healers with us. You don't need to waste your unaffected spells when we got people who can use more things.
Not to mention less distressing methods.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just
Flame
gonna go,
on!
"Well, hurry up and get over here."
And can anyone who has knowledge local give me a quick... Who might have heard him, give me a quick knowledge local check? Try and recognize the name of the creature.
This is gonna be fun. Knowledge local!
Finally, a decent roll.
Okay, those of you who got it high enough recognize that that's the name of a creature that is often spawned by worshippers of Angrazav, demon lord of apes. They are otherwise called ape men.
I'm gonna use a Mythic Cure Light on him.
Okay, and for those of you who are wondering what the Charokar are like, think purely carnivorous, demon-worshipping chimpanzees with near human level intellect.
You know, you healing is going to make it very hard for me to shoot him.
Yeah, I know. It's not hostile.
So you're willing to help. So you clearly aren't in line with the Charokar.
You're not.
Then we'll need to get back to the village and rally our forces.
What about your companions? Do you need them for anything, or do we just leave them behind?
They died warriors' deaths. It is our way to let them feed the jungle.
Leaving them here.
Do they really
you
have leopard
coming?
skin?
Pardon?
These things, do they really have leopard skin?
They are leopards with growing fur. Yes.
I'm just standing there staring at it, just like rubbing my chin a little bit. I'm like,
Why do I get the feeling?
Miles?
Miles, the walking international incident, everybody, or interplanar incident, as the case may be.
I would just reach over, start grabbing him by the back of his collar, and just start pulling him away.
like, but leopard skin sells for so much.
Miles.
Yes, but we don't need an interplanar incident on top of what we're already dealing.
They're already dead.
Doesn't mean their people don't care about what we do to them.
You can skin me once I'm dead.
I might.
We might see
Goblin skin doesn't even sell for that much.
Ah, party
And
people.
somebody just kind of turns and goes, "Should I ask how you know the price?"
Don't worry about it.
That's a firm no, then.
Depending on where you are, the goblin ears actually fetch more than the skin.
All right, so we have our friend here healed up, and
Well,
so
no longer one foot in the grave.
yeah. So what happened?
Charoka, we were escorting our priestess.
Onyx looks around for a female corpse.
There isn't one.
They took Tekui, most likely intending to sacrifice it to their blasted god. I am Namakui, chieftain of my people.
So, time to rescue the damsel in distress, eh?
Alright, could you type those names up? Because there's no way I'm
Is
spelling
that
those
set
right.
in character or not? The damsel in distress line, is that set in character?
That's set in character.
Oh dear.
Somebody steals stuff behind you, just smash on the side of the head and just like... Yes.
What?
You're really ruining my picture of princesses.
Most of them will do that for you anyway.
Since I haven't sat there and memorized the list that she's been looking at, I do gotta yell at Sonmi in her own language and give her a tongue lashing for that.
Hey guys, keep it down. Are we even getting the big carnivorous thing over there?
The corpses are
So
moving
which
around
way
on the
did they go?
side.
So we can go and do the stats. We can go
You
and do
just
much
said we're
stats.
taking them to the village.
Okay, let's go.
If for nothing else, before I can send you to that, we must speak with Tiraka.
Alright, Chris, please just start posting all those names, because I'm not gonna be able to type out.
Don't worry, it'll be it's going to be available in once I reveal
Also,
them.
I'd just like to say, Limerin's been back behind this rock until called.
Fair enough. Yes. So that's Namakui. Also, thank you to Wizards of the Coast for producing Xanathar's Guide to Everything with its massive guide of names. Because finding proper Mesoamerican names are not easy.
Okay, so we head off to the village, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm just going to take you straight to the main grounds of it. there might be time later for the actual village. But so
Okay.
this is the entrance to the village, just so you can get a quick look to it.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually you are brought to a stepped pyramid, which looks decidedly ancient.
Mm.
And you hear Namakwi begin to speak out in a language which I'm guessing Koran and
May I ask the language? Because Somni knows
Koran
several.
and it's Celestial.
Somni understands
I know
it.
that.
I do too.
I can understand it. I don't know how to speak it.
That's a novel one.
Yeah, what language is it? Celestial. Half of the party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course, because I suppose it is one of the more common ones for people to pick up, isn't it?
I also have Abyssal.
In my personal opinion, it's not a bad thing for a paladin to know the language of the gods.
No, I was just meaning, it's a bit one of those. I'm never sure whether it's going to be one of the ones that's. I was meaning that it tends to be one of the ones that most parties pick up for some reason. And from the top, and there is a glow from the step pyramid, and from it emerging in a glow is a surprisingly large coatl.
Ooh. Feathered serpent.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Mesoamerican temple. What were you expecting?
Dude, I live 30 minutes away from the Mexican border, okay?
Yes, that is typical.
Not saying how long it takes to get across the border these days because, well,
Yeah,
the
we're not
lines are
going into
just
politics,
ridiculous.
but yes. But yes, that is Tirokoth, the guardian of this village. So, Takui has been captured. And before she could deliver the crystal staff to its appointed destination.
Wait, crystal staff?
Yes, the Jade War Staff.
Could you describe that to us? Is it like a green thing with the knotted wood?
Somni will
Going
give
around
a 100% accurate description of what we're looking for.
Aye, that is the staff. So it is you who my celestial brethren gave me notice of, that seek to defeat the dark incarnation of entropy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
I thought we were supposed to steal it.
Yeah.
Maddie's just sighs.
No, I can understand. Although now it appears you will, as it and Takui have been captured by the Charoka. They most likely seek to corrupt it in service
Not stealing
to
its
Angarad.
repo work.
I think Maddie just has a permanent resting bitch face at this point.
I will get. Whilst I would suggest to Namakwi to lend you aid, Most likely, the various servants of Angaraz are going to will be attempting to raid this village as a distraction. I can feel dark
So obviously
forces.
you probably need him here.
Yes, I can feel dark forces gathering in the jungle already. I'm afraid you'll have to act on your own, but I can at least provide you a map. To their
Different than
citadel.
usual.
Map at least would be handy.
Maps are good.
Yeah, this is very different than usual. We got a map.
Yeah, usually we just said, "Oh, it's off in that direction."
Yep. And
Oh, Orbis. Can you do the map thingy with this area too?
If you provide me with the actual map, I should be able to combine the two and give a full physical readout, yes. And then act as a more accurate guide.
I'm just hoping. I'm just waiting until someone starts using like Alexis.
The 12,000-year-old interplanar construct, sentient planar construct, is not an AI assistant.
Cool story. Alexis, play Funky Town.
As it zaps you in your oblivion.
12,000 years and I'm reduced to this.
If you ever turn on us, please kill me last so I can at least enjoy them.
once we get the map, while Orbis is looking at it, somebody will also commit the map to our memory.
Fair enough.
Hey, I have a character with eidetic memory. I'm going to use it.
Completely reasonable.
Yeah. And since I got a stealth ahead of everyone, it's probably a good idea to know where the hell she's going.
Yes.
And you can't really be stealthy when you have a map in your face.
Well, it would be
I
difficult.
know this from experience.
That's a slightly confuzzling statement, but alright.
Yeah. Everyone, here's a hint. Never try and sneak up on migrating animals with a map.
Alright then. That just got even weirder.
It don't end well.
Well,
I'll try to remember that next time I do that.
Last I checked, sneaking up on migrating animals doesn't normally work out well, period.
Well, no, I actually was able to get really close to him. The problem was, I ended up spooking him, and...
Did the stream freeze again?
Stampede.
Oh,
well,
dear.
no, it was a group of monarch... It was the great... are you guys familiar with monarch butterfly migration?
Yes.
Well, I know what a monarch butterfly is, but not their migration.
They do a huge migration every year to go to Mexico, or at least I think it's monarchs, but I happened to be in an area where they were, and I was trying to get to the space, and it did not end well, and I almost got run over by a car.
Okay, I'm just checking in on the stream myself to see what's going on. Yeah, it's frozen again.
No!
I think we're just going to have to keep going, hope it catches up, and...
Well, are you still recording at least?
yeah.
Okay.
Just be a second while I set up a few things, and then we should be ready to rock and roll. But, yeah, I will say that that does not sound like the most safe thing to do.
No, not at all.
Then again, I would have assumed that Then again, no weirder than people who nearly end up dead because they're playing Pokemon Go. Or actually end up dead in some cases.
Yeah, I will admit GPS is a wonderful invention for someone who's severely dyslexic who has trouble with directions.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, I know plenty of people who aren't dyslexic who are still lousy with directions that GPS has been a lifesaver for. Sometimes literally. And then of course there are the people who end up in car crashes because their GPS tells them to go one way, despite the fact that they know that it goes into a river or into a tree or off the side of a road.
Those are the idiots who don't update their GPS stuff.
Okay, so update, the stream is still going, it's just significantly delayed.
Okay. Right. At least people will be able to catch up once we get, once this gets uploaded, which should hopefully be tomorrow. I'm just going to finish.
Right. So, Crazy Monkey Camp.
Yes, we go and attack the crazy monkeys.
Holy, such a fun.
And whoever first thinks the line from Planet of the Apes goes and sits in the bad pun corner. What do you guys? Well, we
get your damn dirty
hands.
Hands off me, you damn dirty human! Wait, while it is in the remake, that was Charlton Heston again doing that line.
That line, no. His was damn them all to hell.
No, well, in the original, it was get your damn hands off, your hands off me, you damn dirty ape. They had him play one of the apes in the remake, and he changed it to you damn dirty human.
Yeah. But I can't remember who's.
Just to say, for certain combats that may be coming up, I might make use of. There might be some opponents that go down quite a bit easier than usual. Just so I can have a bit more of an epic battle scene.
That's why I keep suggesting the whole minions.
That was probably one of the best rules of 4th Ed.
Yeah, I didn't want to name it exactly because I don't like giving credit to 4th Ed because I am biased against 4th Ed, I admit it.
A lot of us are. I played 4th Ed and I wasn't real happy with it. I was only playing it because that's what my group was playing. But yeah, the minions rule was one of their better ones. It did give you the GM a chance to put out, oh look, he's got 50 minions. Fireball. Oh, well, he's got 10 now.
Yeah, basically that's what's going to be coming. I haven't just done that, but that will be the main bulk of the things that look like Charoka. Why does that keep moving, or seem to keep moving?
Well, I'll go ahead and roll the... While you're doing that, for us entering the camp, we'll go ahead and roll the stealth and the perception. 27 stealth and 24 perception.
Was that some bastardization of French and Scottish just then?
Actually, no, it's a voice that I am using for a puppet for a child that has severe speech impediments, and that's how he sounds.
Ah, as I say, sorry, it just sounded like somewhere between.
And I
French
mimicked
and
it with the puppet. It has been wonderful.
Every time I hear about some of the stuff you do, and I can't help but thinking there's going to be a day when you get nominated for sainthood.
What? I am a certifiable insane crazy person.
Yeah, and you spent.
The only reason I'm not, because I acknowledge that I am insane, and thereby constitute as sane, because crazy people don't believe they're crazy.
Fair enough. I was just meaning the amount of work you put in to help people.
Saint. And saint.
Yes.
I know. I know. I am not someone that people ever. I am not sensible or mentally sound enough for that.
You say that like most of the people who were nominated for
people use
sainthood.
certifiable.
You say that like most of the people who have been nominated for sainthood aren't probably considered on the crazy list by a lot of people.
Yeah, I'd like to enter the record of Saint Francis of Assisi. Sorry, my words weren't working there.
Yeah, I am also a Buddhist, so that kind of nullifies me for that.
Yeah, that'd probably be more of the issue. Although I'm fairly sure they've actually canonized certain pagans from certain points in history. Either that or I'm going bonkers. Which is entirely possible.
There were a few, but it was but they were definite in areas pre-Christianity.
Yeah, fair point. You can get my meaning though.
Yeah.
I did have some other encounters planned, but I think because we're getting quite late and we can have the fun, I might as well do the big battle. You can always have some dino encounters later.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, because of course it's going to turn out that the staff's no longer there, and we got to go and search we got to go search the rooms for it. And meeting a bunch of dinos.
Okay, bringing you guys over. And then revealing the map to our viewers. Hope you guys are having good fun whilst you're watching this. Hopefully the catch-up isn't too bad.
Whoa. That's
a lot
angry
of
monkey
bad
people.
things.
Yes, hence why
So me? Are you sure your god isn't going to have too much issue with us killing this many monkey people?
They have no sense of fun.
Huh?
Well, they do, just not one Son Wukong would agree with.
Yeah.
Their view of fun is flaying people alive and eating them whilst they're still screaming.
Yeah, she's just kind of. No, in fact, I'm actually more angry and will hurt them a lot. This is an insult to monkey. This is an insult.
This is an insult to fine dining. Who wants screaming with fine dining?
You've never been to some of the crazier restaurants that exist now in fine dining.
No, and just to say, the thing that seems to be in charge would be this woman.
Oh, she looks pleasant.
Yeah, I'm getting pulled away. I'm probably going to need to drop out.
Yep. Alright.
Oh, sorry, what did you say, Josh?
I said I'm getting pulled away. I'm going to have to drop out.
Right, we might leave this battle then and call it a night here and start with the big battle next week.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, I guess.
I'm just thinking I don't want to miss out on,
Boo for real life!
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be ghosting two characters at the same time and running all of this.
Yeah.
Plus we're already losing out on some of the on some of the stuff.
Yeah.
It's already covered.
I will admit I am excited that we are going to be fighting an army of monkey men.
Yes, carnivorous monkey men.
Kill them out. Kill them
And
all.
ironically, this is going into some of the prejudices of her homeland about beast people.
Kill them all. Let God sort them out.
To which the response in Pathfinder should always be, which one?
Yep.
Mine.
Well, technically, Pharasma's the one who sorts them out on Galarian.
Yep. Yeah, we'll just take care. We're gonna kill them all. Let Pharasma sort it out. Just like, okay.
Well, in truth, Pharasma doesn't sort as many as you think she does either. Because the ones like that clearly are extremely devout to their gods tend to go straight there.
Yeah.
It's the ones that are a little bit more questionable that end up in her realm.
I thought they all went there. I thought that was the whole point.
They all do go to her realm, but the ones like Paladin's primary example tend to pass through very quickly.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry, I've been reading.
The ones she usually has to sit in judgment over are the ones that kind of like, yeah, you do worship this god, but look at all the shit you did in your life.
Yeah, I was going to say, the main reason I'm thinking about it is that I've been reading the Pathfinder novels about the former atheist turned Inquisitor, well, the Rahadumi atheist who now has to work for Pharasma.
Yeah, see, so, but,
yeah,
it's just more the ones that are kind of like teetering on a line type thing.
I will say
that she really sits in judgment of.
Now, see, the ones that don't ever see Pharasma are the ones that make deals with devils.
Yeah.
They just go straight to their devil.
Yeah, but I will say, if you get the chance to read those about Salim, the atheist bounty hunter bound to serve the goddess of death, they're quite fun. And as you can imagine, he's about as happy with the whole idea of serving the goddess as you'd imagine for a Rahadumi.
Yeah. Aren't they the ones that, that's the whole...
Yeah, Laws of Man.
Law of Man area.
Yeah. So that's where we're going to call it for a night, folks. I've thankfully got everything recorded. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the stream at this point. Because I think I think I have to leave it playing, otherwise it's going to go funny on me. I think I have to leave it playing for a little bit longer, or to do catch up, or else it'll go funny again.
Makes sense.
Or I'm just going to put a chat thing up because I think that would make more sense.
Alrighty.
Major delay.
And guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take my leave because I do not know what is going on, but for some reason today, there's flies all over the place, and I need to kill them.
Okay.
They've been driving me nuts all day.
All right. Tell your roommate to stop leaving the door open.
That's the thing. No one's opened the door all day.
That's not a good sign.
No, that suggests you need to get the bin.
No windows have been opened or anything like that?
No, so I have to go find the source of the flies and kill it.
Yeah.
Check your bins and your fruit bowls.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Some of my roommates are supposed to do the dishes. I'm not sure if they did, and if this is their fault, I'm making them do the dishes or break plates over their heads.
And there's why she'll never get nominated for sainthood.
Yep. Yeah, fair enough.
I have breakable plates.
Anna's a very chaotic good person.
There's a reason I mostly play chaotic good.
I was going to say, to be fair, I'm fairly sure the Greek Orthodox don't have a problem with with the Greek Orthodox Church, at least don't have a problem with someone busting plates over heads.
No, it's I have a bunch of breakable props, so.
Oh.
What's the point of having a bunch of breakable plates if you're not going to smack them over somebody's head?
Fair point.
Oh, they made a sugar glass, or?
I am not sure. I ordered them, and I ordered bulk, so I would save money, because I only need them for one puppet.
The sugar glass is really easy to make if you know how to make it.
And then, I will admit, I have to...
Yeah, but it's not sugar. It's like, they're not glass plates. They look like porcelain plates. But they're very odd, but they crack real nice.